Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Hope everyone's doing great this week. Welcome to those who are new to the channel. Hi, my name is Elizabeth. I am a divine channeler, I am a medium, and I'm also a Remote Spirit Extractor Specialist, as well as the divine twin flame on the path to manifested union. And it's been fantastic being here on YouTube, being able to, share my abilities with people, being able to also, clarify and revalidate some of the experiences that you have been having out there. I know it's quite a journey, especially if you are a twin flame. There's a lot of things happening right now, and I'm really super excited to be sharing the September messages with you. And if you are new to the channel, I do angel channel messages monthly. It's not something I do weekly. However, if there are moons, if they do give me any other types of messages that would be important for the collective, I will absolutely share those. But one thing's for sure, I do them monthly. So these are going to be the ones for September, and which I know so many people out there are waiting for these. Before I get started and get into those messages, I just want to make an announcement. I actually will be continuing to do the spirit extraction work, the remote spirit extraction work. Very unique work. I actually upgraded this work, so there's actually more to it than what I used to do. I used to do the soul spaces, areas of the soul, which also include the physical spaces. But now I also do things like I clear the multidimensional bodies, the consciousness levels. I work on the DNA, the RNA, and I also work on the diamond structure, or your direct connections to the divine. So I definitely was guided to do this, as well as I want to mention I also do a more intricate activation. And this work is really fantastic for those who are experiencing some significant interferences on the path. This does tend to happen, especially when you're a divine being that's on a divine path. A lot of times there's psychic attacks involved. There's interferences from partners who are come into contact with your beloved. This can happen, and often does. It's just, honestly, it's who we are. It's what we're here for. So we're always, needing to protect our union at the highest level possible, in which I did provide some information on how to do that. And of course, I'm always learning newer and higher protection techniques, but definitely check out the protection videos that I put up on the channel. Especially pay attention rather to the high level protections, because those are the ones that you want to definitely put into place daily. It's very, very important. And that's going to really serve you and your beloved best, whether you're in physical contact or you're not. It doesn't matter. You're always connected energetically. But I just wanted to announce that I will be continuing the work. And so for those of you who are interested, who have been working on prayers, who have been preparing, thank you for your patience. I really need to get my energy back. My physical health is something that I'm always focusing on, getting that back into order, because it's been a challenge for me in the past, but I am getting to where I need to be now, which is great. But I have to always just watch my energy levels when I do this work, plus I'm doing the channeling work for clients. So I'm going to spread these out and see how I want to do it, but I will be continuing to pick this work up September and going forward according to what I'm receiving from my team. Now for the September messages. Yes, now I have these here. So kind of how I work is almost like a news reporter in a way. It's like a journalist. I'm getting the information from my team. I'm a physical channeler as well. I do channel writing, but I'm a physical channel. And for those of you who have had readings with me know that this does tend to happen. And actually, these I did get through physical channeling, but I was just typing it while they were actually speaking through me. But I have, a lot of different abilities in which I use. I have all the clairs. I am an empath now. I've definitely become a lot more empathic. And I'm a psychic medium as well. So, yeah, I could also speak to those on the other side. So, lots of options there, for anyone. Actually, you don't have to be just a twin flame. If you know anyone who is not on the twin flame journey and would like to hear from loved ones on the other side, or would like to hear from their angelics, they're kind of stuck. They're at a crossroads and they don't really know, really where to turn next, and they're looking for some guidance. The angels are excellent with that, to be able to provide that guidance. And the sessions that I do are very direct, they're very detailed, and they're very relaxed too. And not only, does my client, if they have questions and they're asking, to have some sort of clarity with the questions that they ask, but I'm also asking questions on their behalf too, which is really nice. So it's really like a three-way call. And I love what I do. I'm passionate about what I do. So I'm here for that. So just want to let anyone know, in case you are new to the channel, the work that I do, what I offer, and kind of how I work as well. So this is what I'm going to do today. This is going to be the September messages. And I knew that there was really something special about the fall. And this was coming up a lot with the channelings for Twin Flames, that there was going to be something really very exciting that was going to take place. And we've had quite a rough summer with the retrogrades. It's one of the hardest periods that I can remember, honestly. And lots of people were struggling. Lots of people were feeling depression. A lot of people were feeling hopelessness. A lot of people were really just down and out. And I can say that I was struggling through a lot of this too. It's one of the most challenging summers that I can remember. And I know that last summer was challenging, but this summer was definitely one that was kind of difficult to get through, and that's because we had all that backward action of the planets. So now that we've closed the door on that, we're going to really see some really amazing things happen here. So this is what I'm going to share. So you let me know, of course, if you leave your comments down below like you always do, and I love that, because being able to hear about how these messages validate your personal experiences, it's fantastic to hear that. And a lot of you are sharing your synchronicities, which I love. I know I mentioned that. If you have synchronicities with this video, the time signature, or you're seeing some sort of synchronicity, that's connected to the video, I love hearing about that, and it always lets me know that I'm right on track with what I'm receiving and providing to the collective. So that's just always awesome. So on to the messages, and I'm going to read these out. And there's a couple of things that I know that have happened with this, with me, with my own personal experiences, and I'll share that. And anything else, if there's guidance there that I feel like would be helpful here, I'm going to just kind of add that in where it's necessary. There is much taking place within September for those who are on the divine paths leading into union. Okay, there are synchronicities in which are pointing and guiding the way, and we say to you to please open your senses up to receiving these blessings, since they will be pouring in order to bring everyone to the next new beginning. And I have been receiving myself plenty of synchronicities, a lot of detailed ones that have been just really fun and really reassuring, to be honest with you, in regards to my twins. So let me know if you've been receiving a lot of those synchronicities too. The fall particularly will be a time of great miraculous uprising, when the planets come further into alignment and change can be felt in the air. Please know that we are working on your behalf in order to elicit great changes within your physical world. To receive these miracles, all you must do is allow. Surrender, and you will receive these miracles in the manifested way, which will serve best. So now's the time to really cultivate a lot of patience and to just allow things to flow. It's not about forcing things. It's really about staying within that flow and knowing that everything is being provided for. There are solutions. These are the hidden master plans that will create a life in which will serve all best and for the highest good. We have been hearing your prayers, your pleas for help, your frustrations, and your words of hopelessness. We have heard you, and we have been operating on your behalf to bring about the desires that your heart seek in alignment with your divine path. Those who are twin flames shall be receiving codes in which will activate a greater influx of frequencies to assist with union consciousness. When you receive these numeric sequences, they are to unlock your harmonization activation for both yourself and your counterpart. There will be a balance. There will be a harmony within. There will be a test to ensure that this harmony is your alignment. Once these tests have been passed, this harmonious balance shall free all who have felt that they have been victims or have not trusted their beloveds or the path. They will feel the love, the oneness of all, and shall not feel unfulfilled. For with unity, there cannot be unfulfillment. Love. Love is what you are. Love is to be given and to be received, a constant exchange and flow of love that does not leave one without. And I wanted to add to that, union codes are absolutely ready. And these union codes will be very specific to your union, to your soul group. And these union codes, once you receive them, and most likely, you'll receive them in some sort of obviously intuitive way. Your team will provide this to you, and this particular sequence of numbers, if it's the right sequence of numbers that you're receiving to open these frequencies up, they are to be placed within the heart space and just intent on that opening, that combination, and it's going to open up these frequencies that are pretty magnificent. And I have to say, it was a real game changer for me when I did this. I channeled my union codes. I happen to be ready. So if you're not ready for them yet, don't worry about that. It's coming. It's absolutely coming. It just may not be your time exactly yet. But the codes are ready. And when I used these codes, I have to say that the energy that washed over me and my physical body's reaction to it was pretty amazing. I would use the word profound, really profound here. And after that, what I started experiencing the next couple of days was this feeling of feeling extremely in the flow of love. Not feeling as though, oh my gosh, when am I going to get to my twin? When are we going to be together? I don't know how I'm going to be happy. Just feeling that lack. I didn't feel that. All of a sudden it was washed away. And I started feeling this intense energy of love of the divine and being connected with the divine. And it was just really amazing. And as I was reading clients, I started to get really emotional. And within my heart space, I was really feeling that connection with my clients at a heart level. So it was a lot more than just at the intellectual level of, yes, we're all connected. Yes, we're in the oneness. But to actually feel it's amazing. And once you're able to tap into that and you reach that level, it's all those worries really just wash away. Everything that you've been overly concerned about, worried that your beloved's not going to come to you, you're not going to come into union, worried that somehow you lost your beloved to somebody else, or whatever the case may be, whatever personal case you had, all of that seemed to wash away from me, and all I had was just being within that love, within those intense emotions of divine source, feeling the love of all, feeling that connection with people, feeling that connection with the divine, feeling my own divinity. And it's truthfully that step. It's that major, major step towards having that, the union, the twin flame manifested union, actually become concrete here. So those codes are ready. I'm not promising this, so there's no guarantee of this, but for a couple of clients that I did channel their codes for them. Their team, they were, able to give me those codes, and I gave it to them. So I'm kind of interested to hear, the experiences and the shift for them, because for me, it most definitely caused that shift, and I knew that, the frequencies, were definitely opened. So really, really amazing. Counterparts shall both feel this unity within and without. So both counterparts will feel this. With this activation, they shall come into wholeness with themselves and shall wish to assist in ways that they have not before. Again, it's getting to that next level of awareness, stepping into a higher vibration, a higher frequency of love, where nothing else matters, just love. And that's where we're going. And that's where you want to be, to have everything that you've ever desired and, most likely tried to force in the past. There's no need to force. Once you're in that divine flow of love, everything, it's like dominoes, all lining up. That's the magic right there. With this activation, they shall come into wholeness with themselves and shall wish to assist in ways that they have not before. And for others, they shall feel a much greater satisfaction from servicing the planet and connecting with the unity consciousness. Now, there have been some clients who I have talked to who were not feeling satisfied doing their life purpose, and they were doing what they were meant to do, but they were still not satisfied. They were still feeling an emptiness there. And the thing is when you are truly, now I understand this too because I've really experienced it recently, when you are truly ready to experience unity in the physical sense, you don't feel that there is this lack. You don't feel empty. You're filled with love. You're filled with wholeness. And when you're feeling that, that's when everything works on the twin flame journey. That's when everything starts to culminate and you know that you are ready to stand with your beloved. So things are going to get very, very interesting. The source is that in which you seek to come home to merge with. To be in love is to be enveloped in this love, needing nothing more. When one is able to do this, all that is love shall return back to the whole, including one's soul group and one's divine counterpart of that group. For love is freedom. Love is not need. To be truly free, one must surrender to source. The liberation is not to be of need. It is to live without any condition or limited belief. To be in love is to experience oneness and unity consciousness with the divine self and divine source. So I want everyone to really remember that, okay? Because this is really key here. The liberation is not to be of need. It's to live without any condition or limited belief. To be in love is to experience oneness and unity consciousness with the divine self and the divine source. So when you get to that next level of frequency and you feel free from worry, free from judgment, self-judgment, or judging anyone else, when you feel like you're not limited at all by your circumstances, when you know that being in love, it's a moment away, honestly, that you're not without it. When you're in that place, when you step into that alignment, that's when you know that this journey is really getting to that next step, which is bringing that into the physical reality. That is exactly what we are bringing there. That liberation, unconditional love, oneness with Source. We are bringing all of that. And so this is how you know that actual physical union is super close. And so we've all gone through so much. And now this is here for us. And so it's really, really exciting. Although we've been through some really, really hard times, especially this summer, it's wonderful to know that this is all moving. The trajectory is really positive, and we're going to really be seeing some amazing miracles here. All soul parts are naturally returned when one enters this frequency. The frequency of love is what you are to become. Because remember, that's what we are, in fact. So we're really just remembering this again. The frequency of love. How are you not free to love in this moment? If you believe you are not free to love, unable to feel love, then you have not reached this frequency as of yet. You are confined by the limitations of an older paradigm. Once you remember that you are always free to love, love is all you will experience, and love is all you will attract, which includes your beloved. So it sounds like it would be simple, but yet we've had to go through all of this purging, all of this work, in order to shed ourselves from all the ego illusions that we've been conditioned with. And see, and that's what's made it so challenging. Because when you believe the illusion over the truth, which is love, when you believe the illusions, that's when we experience fear. That's when we experience fear. All that worry, all that anxiety, those what ifs in a negative way, not in a positive way. Like, what if, not the possibilities in a positive sense, but when we get ourselves into a place of worry that somehow, some way, we're not to receive what we truly desire in our heart, that's when we know that we're not free. That's when we know that we're limited. Those are the conditions. Okay, so my team is reminding everyone that once you remember that you are always free to love, love is all you will experience and attract, which includes your beloved. So your beloved will be attracted automatically back, when we step into that place. And your beloved is getting there too. And if you are unaware of where they're at, the thing is, if you're the awakened one watching this right now, you're a beacon of light. You have that ability to heal your counterpart, to raise them up. Yes. And we don't do that out of comparisons of who's doing more work. Oh, he or she is not doing more work than the awakened one. It's not about that at all. Again, it's about love. Love being without conditions and being able, to heal, to be free, and to free the earth from all of those lower illusions. The sequencing codes will be given to those who are ready to receive them, so that they may be raised to the next frequency. This will bring union consciousness, in which will manifest as per the energies vibrating. The summer of planets which have been retrograde, these were all the pouring out of the rest of the fears, the sorrows, the disappointments, limited views, and beliefs. This period of shadow preceded what is to take place now in September, a period of dark night before a new light and a new beginning. Okay, so this summer was really like a dark night of the soul for most of us. But remember, of course, like I always say at the end of all my uploads, from the heart of the darkness is born the light, right? So you know that if you're going through this really dark period, that it's there to help you to shed all the lower luggage, all the lower vibrations, so that way you can go up higher. And that's when things really start to get very exciting, beautiful, peaceful. You step into a place of alignment. And that's where we're going now. It is now to move forward into the unity consciousness. And with this, to join with your brothers and sisters in soul and to merge with your beloved counterpart on the earth in order to bring forth this unity consciousness in both templating of higher partnership and the mission work in which you both have chosen. The codes can be placed within the heart space, as I had mentioned, and this will activate the heart into a higher state of frequency. A test or series of tests will follow to ensure this state of union. Once this learning period has ended, all will flow with ease, peace, trust, and surrender. Now, yes, I had gone through this. When I had the codes opened up to the frequency, rather, I did experience some testing, some triggering. And I was kind of like, geez, what is this? I was experiencing this incredible ease, this incredible excitement and joy, this incredible surrender, this incredible unity with people, and feeling at one with the divine. And all of a sudden, I got triggered again, due to my beloved. Of course, he didn't know, but there was something that it was for me that I was exposed to, that I was getting triggered, and it really was that test. Can you get through this now? And the divine will do that. The divine will give us tests. They want us to be these strong couples here on this earth to basically represent and to change things. And so, don't get worried. if you do get, a couple of triggers or a major trigger after you go up in frequency, again, this can happen. I don't know if it's going to happen for everyone, but it can. It certainly did happen to me, and it really just had me realize that, wow, you know what? This is just BS now as far as the triggers. It's almost comical. It's like there's no need here, and I really was done with it rather quickly and stepped right back into the trust and flow of the unity again. And so I thought that was pretty amazing, and it really reconfirmed that I really got to the next level of frequency and was in this unity consciousness. So that's just, let me know if you do experience that. If you'd like, you can leave that down below. But no worries, because all the good stuff's coming up, trust me. Patience, they're talking about a patience shall develop. Okay, once we receive that code. And yes, that's exactly, all of a sudden I was out of rush mode into this just patience and this knowing that all my needs were being provided for. It was actually more than a knowing. It was that trust within, emotionally, that everything was being provided for. So there was a definite shift there. All will flow from the divine to the divine heart as life magically unfolds and miracles are to be experienced with your personal situations. You are all abundant, you are all provided for, you are never without. Connection to the flow of the unlimited source you can only be without when you disconnect from the divine mind, by falling into the entrapment of ego and its limitations. To be free is to be unlimited. Your harvest awaits. Yeah, so this is harvest time, and this is just perfect for that. To understand that we are always abundant. We are always able to tap into the unlimited flow of abundance. That source, universe, Mother, Father, God, they're always there, and there's always enough. All we need to do is just shift and be able to know that we are able to receive, and receive we shall. Be open to receive as well as give. Balance is key the month of September. Remember that with the solstice in September. Balance within, balance without. Mind, emotions, physical, spiritual bodies all within balance. Feminine and masculine balance. Divine masculines are now activated, and within this they are activating further the goddess energies within, which will also activate their divine feminine counterparts in order for her to step into her true empowerment as the divine feminine goddess archetype. Okay, so we're going to definitely see the divine masculines bringing that divine feminine energy where it's been deficient. It's going to be coming into balance with their masculine energies. And this is also going to translate to their counterparts, and she will step much further into that goddess archetype. Really become, be realized as that beauty, that light, that harmony, that nurturing, magical, strong universal figure. And it's just a beautiful place to be, and it's really going to be gorgeous, because it's not going to be about the divine feminine all the way up here as the goddess energy and the male down here. The male within himself, he's going to have that balance where he lacked it, okay? And he'll come into balance with his own feminine energy. Everything is going to be coming into balance within and between. So this is going to be a really, really beautiful time of feminine movement, of balance here. Feminine power is now to heal both counterparts in ways in which will create the balance within and between. Once this goddess energy takes hold, the union will be consummated within the cosmic heart, and this will create the template of union in which shall be brought into the physical reality. The alignment period is upon you all. Do not fear. Again, the alignment period is upon you all. Do not fear. All is coming into the physical reality in order to serve the greater plan of Gaia. This has been promised and shall unfold now. This has been prophesized. So for anyone who has been questioning their journey, where their scenarios, their personal scenarios, they have thought in their mind that this is impossible, that this will never come to pass. This will never be. I can never, resolve this situation. Please know that if you are to shift your perspective there, when you come into that the higher perspective, when you shift into that next level, when you align with the unity consciousness, when you open up to that union, the union frequencies, okay, that fear just dissipates, because it's all an illusion. That fear is an illusion. Okay, everything is being orchestrated. Everything has timing, and everything too. It's about us and where we're vibrating at, how we are attracting. At what level are we receiving? Receive now your union codes, open to the higher frequencies, and watch your world shift into a higher state, with many changes taking place even before you see them come to pass. Do not worry how things will occur, for just as we have stated, the alignment period is upon you, and this shall proceed. Stay in the now, stay in the love, stay within each and every moment that is love, for all is love. Where there is no love, there is only illusion. You are always connected to love. With this truth being known and realized, your world will only be of love and the return of love that has been the one. Let Source be the one. And all who are connected at a soul level shall then return to the one. Thus, twin flames, your beloveds shall be attracted back, and this will occur on the earth plane. Shine your light, be the light, and know that all is here. Pretty exciting, right? And this is something that we've really been looking forward to. And I know that for some of you who are watching this right now, you have been on this twin flame journey, some of you, for some time, and had thought to yourself at certain points, I don't know if this is ever happening. But, once we really shift out of that place, we realize that the time span of this all, really, it's perfection. Because it can't come into union before we are ready, until we align with everything. Again, it's like those perfectly aligned dominoes. So it's not about rushing their journey, or even trying to rush out of those really hard spots, in which I know, especially with summer, that there was many of them, and we want to just get out of this period. I don't want to feel this anymore. But there's a rhyme and reason for everything. And it's all for the learning of our souls. It's all for our growth. It's also that way we can get to that higher place, those higher frequencies and alignments. That way we can actually be able to merge with our beloveds in harmony here on the earth. But of course, that harmony has to happen within us. And then we harmonize between us. All about the love. Always was. But we are going to be seeing lots of magical synchronicities that are going to be going forward into the fall. We are going to see a lot of situations turn around. We're going to see some major changes happening for people. Changes of situation. Changing of perspectives. Changing of living locations. Changing of work, right? For people who maybe have not stepped fully into their mission yet, or are taking steps, or maybe you don't realize what your mission is quite yet. There's going to be a very big influx of changing happening here, and it's all for the good. So really super excited. Really hoping that many of you will be getting those union codes, and it's really great to be able to share some of our experiences and to be able to connect. And I love to do that. And I really hope that these messages resonated with you. So many of you I know are very, very intuitive, and you're receiving very, very well. And like I always say to my clients, I'm here to just revalidate what you've been receiving. Your teams speak with me, and we just go and reconfirm really what you already know, but maybe just don't trust yet. So I'm here for those sessions. So if anyone would like, if you're guided to have a reading, a channeling with me, I'm here. I offer 30 minutes or an hour. For new clients, I definitely recommend an hour because time goes really, really fast, and there's a lot of information that comes through, and I want to make sure that you're getting everything that you need, because that's just how committed I am to doing my work. Very. So you can contact me on theparanormalpriestess.com. That's the best way. For Facebook, I know some of you contact me about readings on Facebook. It's really not the best way. I'd love to hear comments and things like that. But if you are inquiring about a reading itself, the best way is to go to theparanormalpriestess.com and go to my contact page. And from there, when I receive your email, just allow me some days, because I get a huge, huge influx of inquiries, and sometimes I just get really inundated. So if you can just give me some time, it's not unusual for like 3-4 days sometimes to go by, and I try my best, but again, it's all about balance and about my energy and everything like that. So I do try. Just, please be patient with me. I will get back to you, but contact me and I will check in with your team and see if it's a vibrational match, if I'm the right reader for you. And if so, we'll move forward with that. And I'll let you know to pay, and then we can schedule. If I'm not a vibrational match and my team says it's not in the highest good to move forward, I respect that. I respect your funds, and I will gladly, decline, and I will let you know through a letter that I'm unable to service you, and this is because, from me being really honest, really. I want to do what's in the highest good for everyone as best I can. So theparanormalpriestess.com. The Facebook page, you could definitely go to that. It's The Paranormal Priestess. And I'm also on Twitter if you'd like to connect. I have 2 Twitter accounts. The one for the YouTube channel is @ParaPriestessYT. And I also have my personal page as well, Twitter account, which is @para_priestess. And, those are just a couple of ways that you can connect, and I'd love to do that. So that's it, and I am wishing you guys the very best for this month, and you'll see me next week, but as far as the monthly messages go, I hope you have a beautiful month. It's fall time coming up. My favorite. I absolutely love it. Pumpkin spice and everything nice. You'll probably see me with a pumpkin spice coffee in one of the videos, I'm sure. Just remember, everyone, from the heart of the darkness is born the light. And I'm wishing you all so many bright, bright blessings. And things are about to get really magical. So please embrace that magic. Take care, everyone. And I will see you all next week.